Hello students, today we are going to learn a topic cancer. So first of all let me understand what is a cancer. Cancer is one of the most dreaded disease of human being and is a major cause of death all over the globe. More than a million Indians, more than million Indians, even the celebrities, suffer from cancer and a large number of them die from it annually. So this disease is actually fatal but non-infectious, not contagious. The mechanism that underlie development of a cancer or oncogenic transformation of cells, its treatment and control have been some of the most intense area of research. So many scientists are working on that. So till that there is a no cure, total cure is not available. That's why so many number of scientists are working on that and intense area of research in biology and medicine. So now let me get some idea how cancer will be developed. In our body, cell growth, as you have learned in standard 11, chapter number 8, that is related to cell, and then you have learned chapter number 10, that is a cell division related chapter. So during that you have learned every cell have a cell cycle. G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase and M phase. So during the cell growth and differentiation, a highly controlled and regulated. Means that cell division is highly controlled and regulated. If this regulation and control is failed to control or regulate the cell growth, at that time cancer will develop. So cell cycle failure is resulted into cancer. In cancer cell there is a breakdown of this regulatory mechanism. Cell cycle regulation will be totally breakdown. And the normal cell show a property called contact inhibition. Here you can see these are the normal cells, in which precancerous cell will be developed. Due to lack of regulation in the cell cycle, precancerous cell will develop, and due to that all cell will lose the contact in between, and that is called contact inhibition. And as a result of this contact inhibition, this cell will grow and resulted into tumor. So by this way cancer will be established and developed. So here let me understand more. Normal cells show property called contact inhibition, by virtue of which contact with other cells inhibit their uncontrolled growth. So virtue of which contact with other cells inhibit their uncontrolled growth. Cancer cell appear to have lost of this property. Cancer cell do not have this property, and that's why they will develop into tumor. As a result of this, cancerous cells just continue to divide, giving rise to masses of cells. Here you can see they will develop into masses of cells, and these masses of cells will now converted into. So now let me understand what is the types of the tumors. So tumor are of two types: benign tumor and malignant tumor. So let me understand what is a benign tumor. Benign tumors normally remain confined. Here you can see this is the benign tumor. This will be confined site, to their original location. They will not change the location. They will be remain at that place and do not spread to the other parts. There's such a tumor will be called benign tumor, and that's why they don't spread all over the body, and that's why it is cause little damage, not much harmful. Whereas in other case, that is a malignant tumor. That is the second type of tumor, and that is a malignant tumor. Here you can see in this diagram, this is a malignant tumor. On other hand, are a mass of proliferating cell. Here you can see cell will not limit its site. Cell will not remain at that place. They will move from one place to another, and as a result of that, this cancerous cell will be spread all over the body, and that's why neoplasticity will be developed. And cell is called neuroplastic tumor cells because it is moving from one place to another, and such a tumor which spread the disease from one side to another, it is called malignant tumor. These cells grow very rapidly. Invading means they can enter in the other parts of the body and damaging the surrounding normal tissue. Also, they will damage the surrounding tissue. Then, as these cells actively divide and grow, they also starve Okay, means their number of cell of such a cancerous cell will increase in number. As a result of that, what happen? Nutritional distribution will not occur equally. Means normal cell do not get the nutrition properly, and that's why they will starve. Okay, and due to starvation, normal cell may die also. Starve the normal cell by competing for the nutrition, means they will compete for nutrition for each other. Okay, and number of cell, that is a cancerous cell, is high, and that's why nutrition will be taken out from the cancerous cell, and that's why normal cell don't get the nutrition properly, and that's why they will starve. Cells loaded from such a tumor reach distant sites through blood, and whenever they will get lodged into the blood, here you can see, suppose this is a primary cancer. Cancer originally developed here. Okay, but due to metastasis, you can see here this cancerous part, because here is the malignant tumor, and that's why this malignant tumor, due to metastasis, they will spread it all over the part, and that's why this is here is the cancer in primary level, but this cancer may spread to liver also, may be get inside the lungs also. So by this way, this primary cancer may be spread or metastase all over the body. Okay, so here cells out from such a tumor means cell which removed from such a tumor reach distant site along with the blood current and through blood, and wherever they get lodged, means suppose the lodge here means in the liver, they will develop some cancer over the liver, and if they reach up to lungs, even with the brains. Okay, so wherever they will lodge in the body, they start a new tumor. So new tumor will be developed. Initially that was here, but due to metastasis, what happened? All over the parts may get suffered. Okay, this property is called metastasis. Means suppose here primary tumor is developed, that is a malignant tumor, and if this malignant tumor remove some cells, okay, along with the blood currents, and if along with the blood, if they reach to the other parts of body, and they will develop a tumor over there, and such a phenomena is called metastasis. This property is called metastasis and is the most feared property of malignant tumor. This is a highly, we can say, dangerous situation when malignant tumor. Now let me discuss about types of cancer. Cancer mainly divided into three parts. Okay, means types of cancer are of three: carcinoma, sarcoma, and hematopoietic. Okay, let me understand in detail. Carcinoma is a disease or a cancer of epithelial cell derived from the epithelial cell which lines surface of skin and organs, digestive tract, airways, and mammary ducts. Okay, so related cancers will be included as a carcinoma. If skin cancer, organ cancer, then organ related cancer, digestive tract related cancer, airways related, mammary duct related cancers are included into carcinoma. Most common cancer type. Okay, this is the most common type of a cancer. Then second type is a sarcoma, and that is derived from mesenchymal tissue. So mesenchymal tissue will include muscle cells, okay, muscles, bone, cartilage, fat, and connective tissue. So if person develop cancer related to muscle, bone, cartilage, fat, and connective tissue, then it is included into sarcoma type of a cancer. Then hematopoietic tissue, then hematopoietic type of cancer, and these cancer will include blood. So if blood related any cancer develop, at that time it is called hematopoietic cancer. Leukemia, that is called. Second is a lymphoma and myeloma. So let me understand what is a leukemia. Leukemia derived from the white blood cell. If white blood cell get cancered, then it is called leukemia, or their precursors. It may get the cancerous effect. Then lymphoma involves cells of the lymphatic system. If lymphatic system related cells get infected, or not, it is infection actually, it is affected. So okay, so if lymphatic cells affected with the cancer related symptom, then it is called lymphoma. Myelomas, okay, involve white blood cells. Okay, myeloma involve white blood cell responsible for the production of a antibody. So what is the cell, which are the cells responsible for antibody production? And there is a B lymphocyte. So if B lymphocyte related cancer is found, it is included into myelomas. Okay, these all are the types of the cancer. Now let me understand which are the causatives Okay, which are the causes of the cancer? So first of all, transformation of a normal cells into cancerous neoplastic cells. When normal cell convert into cancerous cell, it is called neoplastic cell, may be induced by physical causative agents, maybe chemical causative agents, or maybe biological agents. Okay, so three ways, by three type of causes cancer may be developed. That is a physical, chemical and biological. These agents which are responsible for causing cancer is called carcinogen. Okay, so these agents which are responsible for causing cancer is called carcinogen. So ionizing radiation. Okay, this is included in the physical type of agents or carcinogen. Ionizing radiation like X-rays, gamma rays, non-ionizing radiation like UV rays. Okay, cause damage into DNA, and that will lead to the neoplastic transformation, and that cell may convert into cancerous cell. The chemical carcinogen present in the tobacco smoke, okay, tobacco when it is smoked, have been identified as a major cause of lung cancer. Okay, so cancer causing viruses are also there. If cancer caused by viruses, then it is called biological carcinogen. So viruses are considered as a biological carcinogen. So cancer causing virus is called oncogenic virus. Okay, such viruses are called oncogenic virus, have gene called viral oncogen. Let me understand more here. You can see here cancer causing agent. Okay, this is a normal cell. Okay, now here you can see some rays are there, that is also responsible for causing neoplastic DNA. Okay, then sometime what happened, the virus may enter inside the DNA of the person. Okay, here you can see color change. Okay, here also you can see the color change. Okay, so if viral DNA incorporated in the DNA of the host cell, at that time also these cell may have cancer. Okay, means this cell will converted into cancerous cell, and firstly when it is entered, it is called proto-oncogen, and then it will be activated, and on activation only cancer related cell will be formed. Okay, so by this way this cell will be get neoplastic, and that is oncogen related neoplastic. Okay, so cancer causing virus is called oncogenic virus and have gene called viral oncogenes. Furthermore, several genes called cellular oncogen or proto-oncogenes have been identified in normal cells, which when activated under certain, means sometime it is remain unexpressed. Okay, means in the form of a proto-oncogen. But when it get activated, it is converted into cancerous cell. So sometime it remain as it is and without developing the cancer. When activated under certain condition, could lead to oncogenic transformation of the cell. So by this way, these all symptoms of the cancer. So now let me go through some detection and diagnostic method by using which we can detect the cancer. Early detection of a cancer is essential. Okay, before it get to last stage, it is very essential to detect cancer in the early stage, and it will allow the disease to treat it successfully in many cases. Okay, in many cases, even with a small surgery, it can be removed. Okay, so early detection is matter over here. Okay, so cancer detection is based on biopsy. Here you can see some tumor is developed, and from that tumor, one aspiration will be taken out. Okay, one material will be taken out and it will be tested in the laboratory, and that is called biopsy or histopathological study. Okay, of the tissue and the blood, and bone marrow test for the increased cell count in the case of leukemias. In case of leukemia, WBC count will be increased, and that can be count. Okay, in biopsy, a piece of suspected tissue cut into thin sections in stain and examined under microscope. Okay, that is a histopathological studies in the by the pathologist. Techniques like radiography. Okay, here you can see in case of breast cancer, here you can see ultrasonic head, that is a we can say ultrasonography. Okay, sonography related, and sometime it may be aspirated like a biopsy. Okay, and by using that you can get the idea whether the person is suffering from breast cancer or not. So techniques like radiography, use of x-rays, CT scans, MRI, that is magnetic resonance imaging, are very useful to detect cancer of the internal organs. From outside it is not observable, that's why it requires x-rays, CT scans, then MRIs. Then computer tomography uses x-ray to generate a three-dimensional image of the internal or internal related whatever tumors develop inside the person and internal of the object. MRI uses a strong magnetic field and non-ionizing radiation to accurately detect pathological and physiological changes in living tissue. So by these two methods you can detect the cancer. In some detection methods, antibody can be used. So antibody against cancer specific antigen are used for the detection of a certain type of cancer, not in all the type of cancer, in certain type of cancer. Techniques of a molecular biology can be applied to detect genes in the individual with the inherited susceptibility to the cancer cells. Okay, then identification of such a gene which predispose an individual to certain cancers may be very helpful in the prevention of a cancer. It is all early detection. Whenever early detection occur at that time, means prevention is more near. Okay, otherwise if lately it is diagnosed, late diagnosis may result into death of the person. Such individual may advise to avoid exposure to particular carcinogen to which they are susceptible. Means tobacco smoke, means person is habitual with the tobacco smoke, at that time it is prevented, and lung cancer may be cured. Okay, so here you can see antibodies are used. This is the cancer cell in which antibodies are used, and as a result of that, cancer cell will be identified whether it is present inside or not. Okay, so this antibody test is very important to diagnose the cancer in so early stages. Now let me go with the treatments of cancer. After diagnosis, next step is a treatment. Okay, so common approaches for the treatment of cancer are a surgery, radiation therapy, that is called chemotherapy. Okay, immunotherapy also responsible for treating. In radiotherapy, tumor cells are irradiated lethally, taking proper care of the normal tissue surrounding the tumor cell. Because here what happened, radiation exposure is given. So if radiation exposure is given, as I told you, radiation itself is responsible for causing cancer, and radiation itself will be used as a treatment also. So here precaution must be taken that normal cell don't get the cancer. Otherwise what happen, you are treating the cancer and your normal cell get the cancer. Okay, so this is very important step, taking proper care of the normal tissue surrounding the tumor mass. Means whenever you are using radiation as a therapy, that is radiotherapy. Several chemotherapeutic drugs are used to kill the cancerous cell, that is chemical therapy. Some of these specific for the particular tumor. Tumor to tumor it is different. Okay, type to type it is different. Which type of treatment is given to the patient. Majority of drug have side effect like hair loss. Sometimes you have seen the celebrities. Okay, whenever they are on the treatment, they lose the total hair. Okay, means total baldness they will have. So hair loss is means very common, and anemia is also common. Okay, anemia is the lack of hemoglobin inside the person. Means blood will have a lack of hemoglobin and less amount of hemoglobin content inside the blood or RBC. Most cancers are treated by combination of surgery. Sometimes 2 to 3 treatments are required. Maybe surgery, along with that radiotherapy also needed to total cure, and chemotherapy also needed. So sometimes combination of treatment is given to the patient. Tumor cells have been shown to avoid detection and destruction by immune system. Therefore, the patients are given substances called biological response sometime. Okay, response modifier and such as interferon. As you know, when virus infection is there, in our naturally our innate immunity will produce interferons. So interferons may be used as a therapeutic agent over here. Whenever the causative agent is a virus, which activate their immune system and help in destroying the tumor. Whenever the causative agent is a virus. So viral related infection or a viral related cancer may be treated with the interferon. This is your homework for today's lecture. Write note on a type of a tumor. Then second is explain cause of a cancer, and third one is a treatment of cancer. So write down and submit. In next lecture we will learn drugs and alcohol abuse. So till that, goodbye.